This is going to be a commentary on a short film I did called Alien Assault. This is also going to be the very first commentary that I have made as a filmmaker. There will be more commentaries that will probably be happening with more projects I make. The reasons, there's a couple reasons why I'm doing this commentary. One is just to give like my own opinion or my own point of view on something that I've created, because I feel like a lot of times when people watch something like a movie, like they really don't understand, or well, I mean they can't really understand the other point of view unless they watch a commentary, they watch a behind the scenes thing. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason I'm doing this, so in particular with this first commentary, is to tell people some of my own lessons that I have learned over the past few months when it comes to making videos and films, and to hopefully share them with people who have not made these same mistakes so far, and hopefully to not make the same mistakes I did. So without further ado, I give you my first commentary on Alien Assault. So one of the things was this was made for a film festival, and in the film festival there were certain rules, and one of the rules was to get a shot of the college's alumni hall, Knox College's alumni hall, which is what you just saw right there, which was the intro with the logo and everything like that. So that was one of the things you had to do.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm alright. Yourself?
Doing good.
Now,
Good. Now please sit down.
one thing I wanted to, if I could go back and change it, is
Wow. So
I made the voice actors record in different rooms.
We should still be here.
Now, I don't think that's not entirely a
Alex.
bad
What do you
thing
think I'm
either,
thinking that?
but
Because I do, I can't help
one of the
feel
bad
that they're
problems
only
I had
here to
with
add
one of the
on to
voice
some
actors here
galactic
was
empire.
that I had to lower
Someone tells me
down
that they're
the
more
background
reasonable
noise
than that.
because
I'm just
for
not
some
convinced,
reason it
man.
didn't occur to me that
Maybe,
because there's a
but
giant
maybe not.
fan in the background. I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but
apparently we're able to communicate with them.
it could have been distracting, so I had to
Joe,
kind of
Caroline,
lower his voice
did you already
down.
eat something?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
already
we
did.
already did.
I think
Let's get out
that
of here then.
the editing I did was alright with that as well. Now here we have the aliens for the movie. Simply what I did here is I just made them say their lines, and then I just reversed the audio, and that's all I did here, basically. Now, for a short film, one of the things you should do is try to show the movie more through images, through dialogue, you know, show us the movie instead of telling us about the movie. That's one of the mistakes I made here with this scene, was I basically made it go too long. Like, you see all this extra dialogue, and the thing was that dialogue really didn't need to be there.
Alex, you really have to keep bringing this up.
Yeah, I feel the
Oh,
need to do
jeez.
that.
I remember
Well,
I remember
what
when
if you
I
are
was
wrong?
in
If
post-production,
I'm
I
wrong,
was
then you should have
I was
nothing to
recording
fear.
that part right
But
there.
if I'm right,
And I
you'll
was
be
well, no, I
out
was
of
putting it
harm's
together,
way.
and
Guys, I
when he
thought
said
you
it
were
like
gonna agree
that,
with
and I kept
Why?
on playing that
Why
back,
do you
and I
think
was like,
that?
"You got to
In
be
all
kidding
honesty,
me!" Like,
I didn't put too much thought into
how,
this
like,
alien encounter.
like,
I never cared much for it.
I mean,
It's
like,
hard to
how did I
believe,
let that
but
happen?
it
Like,
didn't seem to affect
like
me
when I was
that
writing
much.
the
For
when I was
past
writing the
few days, I did
screenplay
kinda
out,
take it more
like for
good
some
direction.
reason
I'm
that
feeling the same
seemed
way that Alex is feeling.
it
I
seemed
just didn't know
fine,
if I should
like
speak up or not.
on
No
paper,
doubt to
but
the
then
same
when I
things to
actually
me,
put it
I
into
agree with
practice here,
All
it
right,
kind of sounded
so me
weird
and Joe
and
are planning to
awkward,
leave.
kind of. So it's
Smith
kind of like,
looks like
oh
you're staying.
jeez.
How about
But
you,
unfortunately, there
Caroline?
wasn't enough time. Really,
I've decided
I had
to
to get
stay
this
as
done
well.
very fast,
Caroline.
and
Caroline, that's insane.
so I
Call
really
me insane
couldn't
all you
go
want,
back like,
but
hey,
I
you know, we
want
gotta
to stay.
record this. We gotta,
If they
you
end
know,
up being violent,
I couldn't
that's
really do
my
that. There
problem
really
and
was
not
no option at
yours.
that point.
Caroline, I think you should come with us.
Like you said, Joe, I've made up my mind. Many people are staying
Another
behind
thing
as
with this
well.
program was, in general, was like some of the software
It
I
sucks
use for
that
this.
they
It's called the
decided to
Movies
leave.
Superstar Edition. It's actually a game as
Not
well.
much you can do about
And one of the
it.
big problems
They
I
made
had
their
with this
decision and we made
game
ours.
was that
Yeah, you're
there
right.
is no like
Say, why do you always
there
carry
is
around
no,
an umbrella with you?
I just
um,
like umbrellas.
there is no
Plus, the weather
continuous
around here, you
like
never know when it
camera
can rain.
angles. Like there's certain camera angles fixed
Yeah,
at certain
I guess you got a
places, and you
point.
can't change that
Say,
to make
Yeah.
it run
that mac
smoother.
and
So you
cheese
kind of have to deal with
have, are
that.
you gonna eat that?
Also, what you just heard there was like that
Alex,
mac and
I was
cheese.
thinking,
Can I
maybe
have
we should
it?
have tried harder to convince him to come with us.
For some reason, one of the
They
rules
made
was
up their
also
minds like we made
that
up
you had to
ours.
include a
They've
line
chosen
that
their own
included
fate.
that line in it. I
I know
don't
it's
know
just-
why. And
it's just-
what you also, if you also
so
noticed,
stupid.
there's also
We had
umbrellas
better
in the
be safe.
background as well,
Look,
and
it is what
those
it is,
were also
and I
another
wasn't going to
requirement.
force them to come with us.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't either. Well, whatever happens, I hope they'll be all right.
I really wish the software for the game didn't do that with that green screen. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why they were thinking of doing it like that. It didn't make any sense to me. See, there's like certain limitations like with this software that I don't understand, but it's whatever. I like this part right here. He gets on a Molotov cocktail and throws it into a store or some building. Also, another thing is, as you can see, this is a very short film. It's only 5 minutes long. So that's why I also bring up the show it instead of tell it more aspect of when it comes to making short films, because that dialogue, that scene with the dialogue in the the ship, that could have been cut drastically, giving more time for like the action scene here at the end. Also, another thing is when it comes to making short films like this, and it says 5 minutes, don't be afraid to go a little bit longer, maybe like an extra 30 seconds, because I saw some of the other films that were displayed at this festival, and they were more than 5 minutes. They were at least another 30 seconds. So if someone says, like, it has to be 5 minutes, I think it wouldn't. I mean, unless they are really dead serious, I don't think it won't matter that much that you go a little bit over 5 minutes. I also did the same thing with a film class project. My teacher was like, 5 to 10 minutes long, and I go over that. I went over it like by 8 more minutes. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this first commentary of mine. I hope to be making more commentaries soon. I'm not really sure if there's a better way of making commentaries. If someone knows, please tell me. That would be great. So, thanks again for listening and watching. If you have any questions, just put in the comment section. I think I gave out all the tips I could and stuff. So yeah, thanks again for listening to this commentary. Actually, there's 2 things I forgot to mention. One of them is when it comes to writing your screenplay, you have a draft of it. Try to get a bunch of people together to rehearse it, to see how it sounds. And the second thing is to, as a director, learn about the different aspects of a film you're making. This includes doing the machinima animation I did. There were some things that I did not realize or know about the movies of Superstar that, if I would have known, would have saved me a lot of trouble. So yeah, make sure you know about make sure you know about the production aspects, as well as everything about the production aspects, including uh, just the different aspects. Like, I have a link, and I'll put in the description section, and that will help out as well.